The delays hundreds of private hire drivers are experiencing trying to renew their licences. A trade union says the situation is causing lives to be torn apart. The family of one man, Robert Dale, agree. They believe the stress he was placed under when unsuccessfully applying to renew his licence contributed to his death from a heart attack. Transport for London say delays were caused by a cyber attack as well as new software, but they have increased staff numbers to reduce waiting times. Matt Graveling has the story.
Remembering one of their own. Robert Dale was just 65 when he died of a heart attack. His death coming during a period of high stress as he tried and failed to renew his private hire licence. This peaceful protest was full of anger as Robert's fellow drivers spoke of similar experiences.
This is unnecessary. We shouldn't be here.
Changes to the way Transport for London renew licences led to long delays, with many drivers like Robert seeing their licence expire. 20 miles away, the picture on these placards sits on a cabinet in Robert's family home.
It's very difficult to say whether the stress that he was put under is the exact reason my dad passed away, but one thing that I can say for certain, and the quality of life that my dad had up until his death was significantly worse because of that stress.
Alex Marshall is president of the Independent Workers' Union of Great Britain, which represents hundreds of drivers who Alex says are having their lives torn apart by the delays.
These guys have huge overheads. A lot of them are in rented cars. They have kind of short-term insurance. They have really high overheads, and these guys are living hand to mouth. What we want from TfL is we want equality between black cabs and private hire drivers. If a black cab completes his application and hands it in time, he's given a temporary licence so he spends no time off the road.
In a statement, Transport for London said, "We apologise to any drivers who experienced issues that impacted our processing times following last year's cybersecurity incident. Following the incident, we had to adapt our usual processes considerably. We have taken a number of steps to mitigate the impact of these delays by recruiting and training additional staff and granting short-term private hire vehicle driver licences where appropriate." But the drivers here say they are yet to see any improvements.
While I'm not working, the cost is piling up, and I had to borrow from bank, from using my credit cards, and now I'm up to neck in the debt.
A lot of dispute in family, stress. Even I've been asked for the child. If you don't get the job, we're going to be homeless.
TfL said they are now issuing people temporary licences like they do with black cabs for emergency licences. What's your response to that?
Well, they say that, but in reality, that hasn't materialized for every driver who is waiting.
While every driver's situation is different, for Robert Dale, his job was to support his family. We've seen 2 months of emails to TfL, each one getting increasingly more desperate, until on the day he lost his licence, he wrote, "I cannot earn a living, pay my bills, or buy food to feed my family. You should be ashamed of yourself." 2 weeks later, Robert Dale died of a heart attack. His family wants to ensure no one else experiences their heartbreak and have written a letter to the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan.
We're not alone. Hundreds of drivers have experienced unacceptable delays to licence renewals. While TfL claims to have increased capacity and introduced temporary licences, these so-called fixes are failing in practice. This is not just a procedural issue. It's a matter of livelihoods, mental health, and in our case, life and death.
The Mayor's office has said they will be looking into this and responding as soon as possible.